The DUPR algorithm or DUPR reset is finally loaded in. Have you guys checked yours?
And I don't really understand how it works. They didn't really do a good job.
They did do a good job. They got $34.99 from you, $34.99 from me, and $34.99 from you. Just sue them. Sue them seems to be a big thing in the pickleball world right now.
Joola out here suing literally every major paddle company under the sun.
They're suing 11 companies. These paddles have been out for months.
What I'm intrigued to see with this whole situation is how it's about to impact the people that have bought all of these paddles.
Or is it just enough for the consumer? Does it create enough doubt?
Let's talk about a lawsuit that might start affecting players. This new UPA-A rulebook that just came out.
How can they change what USA Pickleball has already put out there?
Welcome, all pickleball players, to the Southern Pickleball Podcast. We are so excited to have you back with us on this episode. Today, I am here alongside co-host, co-founder of Southern Pickleball, Mark Spackman. We also have Zach Deutsch joining us remotely, our pro pickleball correspondent. And I am Mary Emily Landers, and we do have an episode for you. But before we get into it, we want to give a quick thank you to Diadem, the official ball of Southern Pickleball. We live to play with Diadem Sports. So, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it looks like the DUPR algorithm or DUPR reset is finally loaded in. Have you guys checked yours? I know you guys both were also a part of the reset process with that.
Yeah, I've checked mine. I still don't really understand it, though. It doesn't really make too much sense to me still. I mean...
For another $34.99, they'll tell you how it works.
I click on that little progress bar and it says you've met the requirements, and it shows me what my DUPR at the start of the reset was. So does that mean that my DUPR that's showing on like the main page of my player profile, that's my DUPR with the reset, or is that just how it's go? I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows that. What's crazy with mine is, they said it was going to start like March 16th or whatever. So I was playing in a tournament like March 16th or 17th, and so I went in there. I didn't realize that you could pay any time during the DUPR, so I went in there, paid real quick before I played the matches, and I guess they didn't have it ready, and now they just redid the start date to March 23rd, so my matches from that tournament, they just got to get their stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't really understand how it works. They didn't really do a good job of describing how to read the system, and
they did do a good job. They got $34.99 from you, $34.99 from me, and $34.99 from you,
and probably thousands of other people.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
Well, it accomplished their goal. It just didn't accomplish anyone else's, so it seems. But there still is time for that to change. Who knows? I don't know. Some of my matches aren't actually reporting in there, so they're showing up on my DUPR. They're not on my reset, so hoping that can get fixed, and hoping that
maybe we should just sue them. Sue them seems to be a big thing in the pickleball world right now.
Yeah, you have Joola out here suing literally every major paddle company under the sun, so why not just go ahead and sue?
Well, Zach knows everything about paddles. What do you think about that? Is there any validity to this lawsuit, Zach?
Yes and no. I think that
such a definitive answer there.
I think that Yoola's doing what they're doing to try and protect their IP as far as their paddles go, but also at the same time, it's kind of like everybody has access to the same technology. Everybody, I don't know how proprietary the stuff inside the paddle is when it's all said and done. And I think that Joola is just trying to kind of bully everybody into saying, this is our stuff and you can't have it. And I don't know, it's just weird. The weirdest one being Proton. There's all these
really shooting Proton while they're down.
Yeah. I mean, there's all these things going around about Proton going out of business and how they owe everybody and their mother money and stuff like that. And
or is it that they just owe the PPA money?
No, they also apparently owe their former pros money. CJ Klinger, Andre Diescu, they owe them money. They owe, they owe banks money. They owe all these people money. And then, funny enough, a few days
allegedly
ago,
is what we hear.
Yeah, I got an email from Proton that they're having their spring sale and all of their paddles are $100 off. So they're trying to move some inventory, probably to, pay some bills if the rumors are true. But, it's just weird to me that Joola is just now deciding to sue all of these people. It's not like these paddles are just now coming out. It's not like, they've been released within the past few weeks. These paddles have been out for months. And Joola came out trying to say that this was not a rash decision, but they're suing 11 companies. And
is that not a good business move though, Zach? That you let them get far enough along and invest all their resources in those paddles and have them made and all that, and then you go in with the lawsuit. And so, think about all the money that they've been wasted. Rather than starting it early on and giving them time. Is it a play to really put these? And they're not all small names, but is it a play to try to really put a hurting on them and put some of your competition, out of business?
Well, the smallest name that they're suing, in my opinion, is probably Friday Pickleball, which is
really quickly before you get into it, I want to go through all the ones that are being sued for anyone that's listening here. So if you're not familiar with this, these are the ones that are being impacted. We have Franklin Sports, Proton Sports, RPM Pickleball, Engage Pickleball, Friday Labs, Diadem Sports, Falcos, Pro XR Pickleball, Paddle Tech, Adidas Pickleball, and Voller.
Yeah, so let's go through that
list.
That's
some names.
Okay, so
big names in there too.
Franklin Pickleball, they're a huge company. They have plenty of resources to fight. Proton Sports reportedly going bankrupt and out of business. What are you going to get out of them? RPM, arguably one of the favorite paddles among amateurs at the moment, that's being headed by a former pro. Technically still current pro, but no longer on the tour. Engage Pickleball has been around since what seems like the dawning of pickleball. Friday Labs, by far the smallest name that they're going after, right? And Friday was just starting to make waves in terms of signing Rachel Rohrabacher and putting out a quote-unquote pro paddle. Diadem Sports, who, again, not really big in the pro game, but big in the amateur game. Faculos, who, kind of weird to sue them considering that that's their biggest names partner in the men's doubles space. So now you're going to attack.
I don't think that matters. Doesn't just come down to whether they are using the same technology that Joola invested and did all the research in. Do you think, you're into all the paddles. You used to have your Paddle Stack podcast and stuff. And so, do they?
I just don't know how similar they actually are. I've never really personally cut a paddle open to see what the differences were between paddle A and paddle B. But, the thing is to your point about, trying to take down all these paddles, how long is this lawsuit going to take? It's not like it's not like they put out a whole cease and desist. They didn't put out a cease and desist. They skipped right over that and went straight to suing.
What I'm intrigued to see with this whole situation really is how it's about to impact the people that have bought all of these paddles. If
I don't think it's going to impact them at all. That's the thing, is that I think this lawsuit is not going to move quick enough for anything to be impacted. By the time that this lawsuit gets settled, all of these paddle companies are probably already going to be onto their next iteration of paddles. That's how long this is going to take.
But it depends on what level you're looking at with it. Realistically, if you're going back to this base level, to this, this, the propulsion core technology, what's that actually being used for when you're looking into all of these paddles and how deep it goes? How is that going to impact me with my, RPM paddle, this new whatever paddle? What's that going to look like?
Or is it just enough for the consumer, if you're going to look to buy the paddle, does it create enough doubt that if I'm going to invest $200-$300 in a paddle, that I'm just not going to buy a brand that I think could potentially be damaged, outlawed, or whatever? Does it do enough just brand damage that
you're either going to go for a Joola or a Selkirk at this point, because they're the only ones that aren't?
I ran a tournament this week in Biloxi, Mississippi. I think we'll talk about Biloxi some later, but when I was in Biloxi, I had a guy that came up at the start of the tournament and said, hey, I just want to verify it's right. I was told by some of the players here that I can't play with my paddle, that I need to play with a Joola. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I have the Proton, but they told me that I need to play with the Joola, and I just thought it was weird. It's sort of like that game of telephone of how far that it wasn't even about that Joola had sued Proton or whatever, that somehow it had gone to that Joola was the paddle you could play with.
I think everyone's really punchy after we had all of the, the banned paddles with the mod before and everything that happened with that I think people are just probably scared. I mean, you're probably right. The impact that's going to have on the consumer is what's the biggest, because it's going to be, you're worried that you're going to get all of a sudden pay $250 for what you think is the new hottest paddle, and then you're going to be out of luck. And honestly, to that point, that's probably why they did the timing that they did. I mean, they just released all these super hot Gen 5s, and then they're like, open. Also, they're not moving quick enough, so we're going to quickly throw in a lawsuit at all of these people.
What it comes down to. I agree with you. I think that's truly what it comes down to, is that the thing is that the paddle market these days is so oversaturated with so many different brands, and they all claim to do the same thing. And the thing is that Joola is at the top end of the market. Their paddles are anywhere from $260 to $300. The only ones that are really more expensive are the Selkirk Labs. And if you look at all these other brands that they're suing, all of them are anywhere from $100 to I think $150 cheaper than what Joola is selling their
So let's give our listeners and viewers a nugget here, though. I mean, you're not only are you our pro pickleball correspondent, but you're kind of the paddle expert too, Zach. Let's be honest. I mean, you buy every paddle out there. If everybody bought paddles like you did, all these companies would be doing fine.
Probably.
But for new player, $100 budget, what's the paddle you recommend they buy?
Luz Cannon. It's you can find a code online, and with the code, it comes out to be like $92.
All right, so Luz, if you're listening, you need to reach out to us at info@Southern Pickleball. We can you can give us a Southern Pickleball code. All right, for $300, any paddle, what would you recommend?
Personally, from my own experience, RPM is pretty good, and if you want to,
I'm glad we're getting it from your experience.
Yeah, if you want to be in between the $100 Luz and the $280 RPM, then looking at the $220, $230 Diadem Warrior paddle would be pretty good.
Okay, what are you playing with now, Mary?
Sponsor, big fan of the Diadem guys. They put a lot of research into their paddles.
I'm sorry. So what were you playing with now, Mary?
Currently I'm playing with that Joola 4, the Magnus. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Cause I gave you that. Yeah.
You passed that one on to me. I inherited that one from you. It's been a pretty solid paddle from you right now. So
it's a good inheritance.
Yeah. Before that, I was playing with the Diadem Warrior Edge. I also really liked that one too, and I think that one was good for what I was doing. I kind of alternate between the two right now.
I love the Diadem paddles. I know everybody's gonna go, that's because they're one of your sponsors, but I love the Diadem. I mean, recently I've been playing with the Joola. I play with the Pro 4. I tried to switch to the Pro 5. It just didn't. I actually like the Pro 4 a little bit better. And what's the which Diadem I play with? What I like that thicker Diadem. What one is that, Zach, that I play with sometimes?
It was the Diadem Warrior Edge.
Blue foam deal?
Yeah, blue core.
Isn't that the stuff that's getting currently?
Yeah,
lawsuited?
They are getting. Yeah, they're all getting sued. But I personally,
more importantly, I love the Diadem ball. But okay, but anyway, yeah.
My opinion, if you're an amateur player and you're trying to figure out what paddle you need to buy or switch to, I wouldn't be too worried about the lawsuit. I don't think anything as far as this lawsuit is going to affect anything as far as playing goes, and I think it's just overall a power play by Joola to try and get some of these guys to not use quote unquote their technology.
Okay, so let's talk about a lawsuit that might start affecting players then. Or maybe not one yet, but one that I could see coming around the corner. Because did you guys see this new UPA-A rulebook that just came out that everyone's talking about? Or maybe not talking about yet, but should be?
I only heard about it 30 minutes ago. So, when you told me that, I mean, the joke has been forever about UPA having all of the rules. And it's like, well, okay, where's the rule book? So we knew it was coming. It's here.
Well, a lot of it's just regurgitating what USA Pickleball has.
Well, I mean, how can they really change it? How can they change what USA Pickleball has already put out there? I mean, everybody who plays pickleball has known and used the USA Pickleball rulebook. It just, I don't know. It's
you
so
can't change the rules of the game.
why.
It's still going to be, 002 to start.
Yeah, I mean, the question is who's going to sue who? Is UPA going to sue USA Pickleball, or is USA Pickleball going to sue UPA? that's gonna be my question.
I just don't know.
But,
I just don't get it. I mean, I guess I do. I mean, I guess they've been calling themselves a governing body for a second. So now they're trying to actually do what everyone's been laughing and saying that they're not doing. But I don't know. When I looked into it, I guess a little bit more, it did look like it was more so geared towards the pro game. So I guess I see that. But then how is that going to change when you're looking at everything?
I think it says in there it's for amateur and pro, though. Just the quick glance I looked at it. I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of taken back with the David Stern quote to start the rule book. That's what I got to read. The front page with Jason Aspis, I guess, was that his letter to the masses that has started with the David Stern quote. I was hoping it's like
rules do not limit competition; they make it possible. David Stern, former NBA commissioner.
It's actually a great quote. But do you put a quote from another thing, and then are you trying to? Golly, I tell you what, they got a long way to go before that. I mean, David Stern completely revamped, changed the NBA. All those NBA players need to thank David Stern. I don't know that we have anybody on the pickleball leadership level yet that's in David Stern category. I mean, they're great guys, but maybe not David Stern level.
I mean, the thing is that this new UPA rulebook, it's 73 pages. Realistically, what they should have done I feel like they should have almost highlighted the things that are going to be different between this rulebook and the USA Pickleball rulebook, because as an amateur player, if this rulebook truly is for amateurs and not just for pros, I'm not going to read 73 pages of rulebook, even one with a dumb quote from David Stern on it, to figure out what I need to do differently in a UPA tournament versus my local Southern Pickleball tournament that, I play in 20 Southern Pickleball tournaments a year, and I play in 2 UPA Pickleball tournaments a year. What do I need to know that is different? That's really the concerning thing for me as an amateur. As a pro, I think that it works for pros because this rulebook, it seems like, is more kind of like it helps narrow down, stuff with the referees and as far as pro rules go. And you know what? Deep down, Mark and Mary Emily, you know what I think that this rulebook really is geared towards? I think it is geared because UPA wants to make a big push towards legal pickleball gambling, which we've talked about on this podcast before. And I think that this rulebook is a way that kind of helps to bridge that a little bit and will help it get there eventually. It's still far off, in my opinion, because there's still too many issues with the pro game to have people gamble on it without it seeming fixed or rigged in any way. But as an amateur, when it says that this is the rule book that's going to be for, I guess, amateur state series, which is PPA and Challenger series and, minor league pickleball. But
just to clarify, I don't think the rule book says any of that. It just says UPA sanctioned play, and who knows? I mean, who knows what a UPA-A sanctioned tournament is at this point?
Yeah.
So nobody really knows.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I just really don't know what the difference is between this rule book and the USA Pickleball rule book. And I think that if UPA wants to do a service to the people that are playing in their tournaments, they should probably put out something that isn't 73 pages and just say, this is what's going to be different about our tournaments, and these are the new rules that you need to abide by.
Or maybe, or also maybe like, hey, let's send it out to all the tournament operators around the country. I mean, they're owned by the same people that own the largest, they also own the largest tournament software. So maybe let's reach out and say, hey, we got this rule book coming out so y'all can all know about it and answer questions about it before you come.
Yeah.
Well,
just an idea. Could have been helpful.
It could have been. You have a month to get used to it. These rules supposedly aren't going into effect until in May, after the PPA finals in San Clemente. So
maybe this was just a leak.
After that
It just
tournament
got
is over.
leaked.
What's that?
Maybe it just got leaked early or something. Maybe we were all supposed to get notified about it first or something.
I don't know. I mean, it's listed on there as it's version 0.6. So I want to know what 0.12.
When are we gonna get version 1?
Can we just get to 1? I mean, if it's 0.6, come on now.
Zane, the president of the UPA player committee helped with making the rules for this rule book. So maybe he'll put out a informational video about what's different and what's not.
Yeah, Zane seems like he'd be really qualified to write a rule book.
He used to be a lawyer.
No, he didn't.
Or what was he, an accountant?
Yeah.
There's a big difference between that.
An accountant that left accounting to play pro pickleball, who's now a content creator. So let's just let him make the rules that will set, be the standard for all the game. Yeah, he's qualified. Yeah, same way he's qualified to be president of the association, and then he's the one that's throwing the paddle and all that. And I love Zane. I mean, it's
maybe there will be something to hear about.
I will say I've done a clinic with Zane, and it was one of the best clinics I've ever been. So I want to be positive. I just don't know how. I mean, kudos to that guy. I guess really I should be being positive. I mean, how has he managed to get himself in the middle of everything where he's now? Do we even know if he's really helping the rule book? Is that something that Zach just made up? Is that even real?
Zane, here's the deal. Look. Come on the podcast with us, and maybe we can get your take on this, so you can argue back with Mark, who just apparently is just wanting to bash you right now.
I'm not bashing Zane. I like Zane.
After you just go, he's not qualified for anything.
He's a great coach.
Come on now.
Have you also? I mean, we'll at a future date maybe we'll talk about that transition zone thing that they're pushing, with coaching or something. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, I mean.
So this isn't happening until San Clemente. So let's talk about something that's happening now. Let's talk about something that's happening now. Because
the Pickleball Slam again?
The Pickleball Slam is also happening this week. It's taking place on Wednesday. So it's tomorrow. Or I guess tomorrow from when this is aired.
They're doing it during the week?
Yeah. Wednesday, April 15th at the Hard Rock Live, Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood. That is Andre Agassi's Agassi, whatever. You can tell I'm not a pickleball player.
Just insulted every single tennis fan that watches.
Our show just went downhill.
Yep, there you go. All 26 of you guys, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
If you're tennis fans, I just ruined it. Yeah, he's going to be facing it off against ALW and the one and the only Jeannie Bouchard.
Corin's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
So now last year this
is eligible to play in some of our tournaments.
Well, I mean, so this is like the third Pickleball Slam now or whatever?
Fourth.
So it was in Vegas last year. The year before I think it was in Florida. So now they're back in Florida. Do Andre and Steffi Steffi hasn't played every time though.
No, this one's with James Blake.
This time it's James Blake.
Oh, so Steffi Graf's not even playing then.
No.
So this
doesn't
is just
seem like it now. She's not even on the poster.
Oh, I thought I read. So she played last time though in Vegas then or whatever because they won the $1 million last year, right?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. Is Andre just trying to pick up some quick money every year with this or something? Did they let him win?
I don't think he's going to win this year.
Well, I don't know. You put the number one player with.
I don't know. I think
everyone's resident 5-0. I mean, you're going to get. ALW's going to be playing singles, and she's still going to win, but.
I think ALW could win with Junior, our producer over here that just started playing pickleball and locked us out of the studio tonight before we got started. And we had to sit outside for 15 minutes before we got. I think
Man,
ALW.
You really tried to call him out on air out here. Sorry, Junior. Wow.
Fun fact.
That had nothing to do with his pickleball game, but you just went for it.
Mark, did you know that your DUPR is only 9/10 away from Jeannie's when it comes to doubles? Her DUPR is a 5-1 and you're a 4-2.
Yeah, I wonder what our DUPR. I should put in my DUPR forecast real quick.
Put in your DUPR forecast and let me know what it looks like if you were to play with.
I'll do it right now. What do you want to know?
Well, I don't think you can do mine because I think I can do a forecast with me, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Well, I can do like me and somebody versus you and Jeannie.
Yeah, do me and you DUPR forecast against Jeannie Bouchard and Jessica Mason.
All right.
I mean, I'm just thinking of another pro player I know here.
So let's look at it while we're doing
I've been in the
that,
car for a long time. I came from Biloxi yesterday to Macon to all back to Atlanta. I drank two rock stars, and nobody has sent me a rock star recovery yet. So
we'll drop that address again.
Yeah, Post Office Box 732, Clarkdale, Georgia 30111. Post Office Box 732, Clarkdale, Georgia 30111. Maybe we can leave it in the comments or something. If you get like Rockstar Recovery Orangeade,
specifically Orangeade,
they're hard to find now. That's what I live off of. So one a day. So.
Okay, well, while we're looking this up, hold that thought for a second, Zach. You were just in Biloxi. Tell me about how Biloxi was, because we were talking about the Hard Rock Hollywood down in Florida. Let's talk about all the fun things that happen out in Biloxi, because it's, So
on a serious note, this weekend we were down there because we did a tournament for called Paddles for the Purpose, which was supporting the
Discipleship 33, the transitional housing project that they have
down
there, which is awesome. Yeah,
which is a cause that's special to me, having been through recovery myself, or in recovery, and it was interesting when I got there. It was in April 1991 that I went into a 30-day treatment program. So, but super cool tournament, a lot of new players, and down there, but it's just such a cool atmosphere in there. And what's cool is we're going to be back. Memorial Day weekend is going to be the PPA Amateur State Championship Series there. A pickler, 15 courts inside. I mean, it's one of the best indoor facilities I've seen. You can go down there for the long weekend. You got the casinos with all the music, the gambling if you like that. If not, there's great seafood restaurants. We went to a place called Steve's Marina one day. Had a fish that they have down there called speckled trout, which is just amazing. But it's definitely, you need to put that, if you're thinking about where to play the next couple of months, I would put that. And Zach, you're going to be down there too, right? So,
I'm going to be there.
So you can actually have a chance to get Zach Deutsch's autograph at the tournament if you're down there.
Funny story. I played in a tournament on Saturday up in Houston, Georgia, at the Crestwind Club 33.
Yeah, I heard you sucked.
I actually did have somebody come up to me and say, "Hey, I've seen you on the podcast. I just wanted to come over and say hello and talk to you about pickleball." I was shocked. I've never had a moment.
You're telling me that tournament didn't help your DUPR any, did it?
No, it did not. But I had that moment, so that was good for me.
Have you figured out that DUPR forecast yet over there?
Yeah, I do. Yep, I do. So you and me versus Jessica Mason and Jeannie Bouchard. We, in a game to 11, we are projected to lose 11 to 2.5.
Oh, there's no way we only get 2 points. I don't know.
Who are you playing with? I'm sorry. I was still...
Me and Zach against Jeannie and Jessica.
I could see that.
That we couldn't. That they beat us 11. That we can't even get 3 points. I don't know.
No, would that be 3 points?
I'd like to think we could get 3 points, Zach, but it's probably not. The last time I saw Jessica play with that girl, she has turned her game up since back. I mean, I remember playing with her several years ago, and I would have thought if I could have played against that Jessica Mason, yes, I could get 3 points. But the new one, I don't know. But we could pick on Jeannie.
You guys wouldn't be playing for $1 million, and that's what's happening tomorrow, which is crazy. So it's good that you're not having to do that for your 3 points out here, or else it would be a very quick.
Well, you really thought Jeannie Bouchard was a poor choice, right? For that?
I think that's I get the rationale.
She's good for TV, Mary.
I get the rationale because we're also doing it for tennis, and good for TV. I'll take it, but I also think that there are other people that are higher rated DUPR players that are still competitive that aren't falling in the PPA contract world that would be relevant. I mean, even people that we've had on the podcast. I guess Jada Minifield is now someone that is PPA signed, but she's 5.2 higher rated than Jeannie Bouchard. If we're really going by DUPR, we're going by numbers. We have Sam, who is on here as well, 5.5. 5.574. That's her DUPR as of today. higher than Jeannie.
And they were on the Southern Pickleball Podcast.
2 people on the Southern Pickleball Podcast. So
I wonder if we got, Corin couldn't be with us tonight because he was, I think, coaching or something, maybe playing an Alta match. But I wonder if we got Jeannie Bouchard on the podcast, if Corin would come back in the studio that night. He is a fan.
He might get told he's not allowed to.
Yeah. I don't know. Zach's getting quiet over there. You got a big smile, though, over there, Zach.
I'm just laughing at you, and Corin being the biggest fan of Jeannie Bouchard. So, I'm excited to see how Pickle Slam turns out. If I had the ability to bet on it, I would probably say that Annalie and Jeannie probably beaten Andre and James Blake 11-1.
Are they just playing one game to 11?
I have no clue. I don't know the format. I just know that in a game to 11, Annalie and Jeannie 11, James Blake and Andre Agassi 1.
Well,
that's my prediction.
Yeah.
For $1 million though, I doubt they're only playing to
no, it's definitely going to be more than that. But you can watch live on ESPN because that's apparently where it's going to be streamed. So we'll see which ESPN it's going to be on. But
did we do all the thing at the beginning? Aren't we supposed to tell everybody to subscribe and do all that stuff? Do you do that at the end or whatever?
I've been doing that at the end because I want people to hang out with us till the end.
Well, I think it's about time to go. I'm about ready to be done with this tonight. I am getting hungry. I am ready to go eat. We've had some fun. Let's just get the heck out of here and be done.
So
I don't want to listen to Zach anymore. I'm ready. I'm going to go eat with you. I'm looking forward to going to dinner with you. Let's just get out of here.
This man's had too many Rockstar energy drinks today, so it sounds. Anyways, thank you once again, Pickleball people, for joining us here on this podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. We want to keep bringing you guys this awesome content. We are back here every week, and we will catch you on the next one.